I'll go back to Washington.
Peter Cunningham is an assistant secretary at the U.S. Department of Education in charge of communications and outreach. He's on a grand tour of school systems throughout the states and the territories. He told reporters at a news conference this afternoon that he came at the direction of President Obama and U.S. Education Secretary Arne Duncan, who are planning a major overhaul of U.S. educational policy.
I'll go back to Washington and use this experience to help shape policy. And we're going to be shaping an awfully big policy in the coming months, and that's the reauthorization of No Child Left Behind. Plus just hearing about what the needs are and making sure that back in Washington they understand what the needs are, I think hopefully will translate into the resources you need so that the money is coming to you in the right way, with the right flexibilities and with the right focus.
Since yesterday, Cunningham has met with the governor, UOG President Dr. Robert Underwood, and Guam DOE officials who have taken him on a tour of various island schools and given him an earful of the challenges faced by Guam DOE.
A couple of them caught my eye. The first one was the infrastructure. A lot of the schools are old. I saw a science lab that was essentially dysfunctional. And the kids aren't in a high school science lab where they're really not able to learn science in a modern way, given where technology is in the rest of the world and the kinds of things you can learn online.
Cunningham expressed sympathy for the recent turmoil faced by the Guam school system in the wake of his colleague Phil Maestre's decision to freeze federal funding, but he said there's not much he can do about that.
I can certainly talk to Phil, share with him some of the things I've heard about what the burdens are, and find out if there's any additional flexibilities that might be included, but I wouldn't want to make any commitments in that area.
But Cunningham emphasized that the solutions to the problems facing any school system, not just Guam's, is not to throw money at the problem. First, he said, you have to have a plan.
To the extent that Dr. Underwood is developing a strategy, a real strategy for Guam, a long-term strategy that begins to shape a new direction, I think that's what needs to happen. I think that's what the governor should be looking for. That's what the board should be looking for. Not a sense that we just need more money, but a sense that we need to start reforming in a certain direction, and the money will support that. I mean, I think the reform needs to come first.
Kevin Kerrigan, PNC News.